Hey folks, welcome to NZ Money Karma, where you can find freedom from the daily grind through budgeting, simple living and adventure. I'm just back from my mission to pack and save for my budget family shop, and I've got heaps and heaps of food. This method of stocking up my pantry just with the sales is really working for me. I'm feeling very positive about it all, and I think we probably have 3 to 6 months worth of food if we really had to make it stretch. I haven't put that to the test yet, but we're heading away on a holiday really soon, and I'm definitely going to start adding in some kind of no grocery weeks or tiny grocery weeks, maybe where I just pick up a few bits of fresh fruit and vegetables, $50 and under, that kind of thing, to start using up the stocks, because it's good to put them in the cupboard, but you also got to use them, right? So I'm going to show you guys what I got today. So many things. It was 99-cent week at Pack and Save. So these here are some gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free, obviously vegan biscuits. These are normally about $5, I think. They were 99 cents. I've got heaps of these things in here. I'm just going to show you what I got. I'm not going to go through every single price, but have a look at what I'm buying, what I'm unpacking, and let me know in the comments below before I get to the end what you think I've spent on this shop. It's fire season now, it's so blooming cold. I've got a few of these throat lozenges. We've used heaps up. I love these ones, you know, like old school throaties. I wish I could find, they used to have like these little pastel things that were kind of soft but hard. They were a funny little shape, and I remember them as a kid, and I love them. I would just eat them just for fun. No one else likes this flavour though, so got a couple there. I think mostly it's in your head that these work. They don't actually change anything, but you know, if you think it's working, that's almost the same. Scouring pads. I have not used scouring pads just forever. I normally use a piece of pumice. Pumice is kind of like this old volcanic rock. Find it everywhere in the North Island, and I had a big thing of pumice, and we use it like to do the heels on your feet and all sorts of things. I've used pumice for. Not the same piece. I'm not using the piece from my foot on my pots and pans, but I just have really burnt pan. I can't get it off. I would normally leave that until I have a visitor from the North Island and ask them to bring me some pumice, but we're going away and we're having a house sitter. And when I have a house sitter, I automatically feel like my house has got to be really clean. It's got to have everything kind of done. Like I'll clean my kitchen top to bottom, because I just don't want, I don't know, it's a weird thing, isn't it? I just feel like I don't want people judging me that I have a dirty house or something. Crumpets. Now, I do have a crumpet story, just very quickly. The crumpets were $1.99. That's the only time I buy crumpets, is when they're on sale for $1.99. But they put them through at the checkout for $3.79, which is their original price. So I check my receipt, because this has happened before actually. And last time I bought them, I had bought like 5 or 6 or 10 or something. I bought heaps of them anyway. So they charged me $7.58 for these two. I took them back. You get one free, so cost nothing there. And these ones here, $1.99. And bread, also $1.99. So I have sorry, not $1.99, 99 cents. So I've stocked up on that too. The garden's still chugging along. Bananas, I've already broken into those and eaten one on the way home. And here I've just got some kiwi fruit. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kiwi fruit. And one really good sized cauliflower. Croissants. So there's 4 croissants in each pack and 99 cents. So 25 cents a croissant. I don't think my kids have had a croissant since we were travelling, probably in Argentina or something. Like, it's not something I buy very often, well, ever really, because they're really expensive. But 25 cents a croissant, that is going to make a really nice Sunday morning brekkie. And I got, in total, I've actually got 4 packs of those. My buns. I don't really need them, but I feel like I can't go past them. I'm going to have a week where I don't do that, because my freezer is getting pretty full. And this is actually going to be for tea tonight. I'll use these Turkish breads. I'm going to make some leek and potato soup, and I'll make a pudding as well, because dinner's quite light. Some of these bags are heavy. Okay, it's coming up to the winter solstice in New Zealand. So you guys in the northern hemisphere will be having summer solstice, we're having our winter solstice, and we like to celebrate that with an outdoor fire. So I've bought myself some veggie sausages. We already have pre-cooked sausages in the freezer that everyone else can have, but I don't want to miss out on all the fun. More buns, but sweet buns this time. There's the rest of those croissants. Yum, so nice. This is one of the things I bought that wasn't on sale, and I bought this just because I knew that the whole shop was going to be pretty cheap because everything was on sale, and I love sun-dried tomatoes, and I just wanted to have some in the cupboard so that I could enjoy them. And here's onions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 onions. They're all about this size. Good old butter. Some weeks ago, butter was on sale and I bought about 8 of them, but I'm down to my last one, so I've had to butter again. And it wasn't, I mean, they call it low price, but it's not on sale at all. It's just like one of those trickery things that shops do. Do any of you guys keep a book of prices? When I was doing that whole Depression era living thing, one of the things I realised I don't do that Depression era women did was keep a notebook with all the prices so that they are never caught out by shops pretending that something's on sale that's not really on sale, but because it's got a sale sticker you think that maybe it is. A bit of baking. Mostly for the kids. I told you guys how I'm getting the kids to do some baking, right? And they're doing baking every week for their school lunches, one thing each. And that has really taken the pressure off me hugely. Like just having that extra thing, I only work 3 days a week, and it just means by the time I get my day off, which is usually midweek is my first day off, even though I have a whole stack of them, but my days aren't set. And it's not always like 1, 2, and 3 in a row. It could be 1, 2, then 2 days off, then another one, something like that. Just giving them some responsibility for their own lunches has been really awesome. And yeah, cripes. I didn't read it, I heard it the other day. There was this thing about whatever generation my kids are, I can't remember what it is. I'm Gen X. Whatever my kids' generation is and the ones younger, it's talking about how they are the first generation ever to be less intelligent than their parents. So I was like, not my kids. I don't want my kids to be less intelligent than me. I want them to be brighter than me. That's the entire purpose of my life, is to give them opportunities to help them thrive and do better than me, right? So I was like, you must be a capable person, because that's ultimately what this thing was saying, is that just this younger generation, they're just getting less capable, less able to do things. They're getting more scared. And I think, for a large part of it, that's a parental thing, making people feel scared, like they can't leave the house without a phone, because what if something happens? My kids now do have phones. They're in their mid-teenage years and they've bought them themselves, and that's fine, but they've had this whole life where they've been allowed to go down to the park on their own without a telephone, and people would be horrified. And what will happen? What if something happens? It's like, well, then they're going to either run home or they're going to run to someone. Having a phone is not going to save you. I don't know why people think that is like the best safety thing you can do at all, because I don't know why people think it's the best safety thing, because ultimately the last thing you want to do if you're in any kind of danger is stand there and make a phone call, right? You want to get out of there, use your legs, run. People used to also say that my kids would bike, they'd bike to school and bike to wherever. And it's like, oh, what if they get a flat tyre? And I'm like, well, what if they get a flat tyre? Then people will say, yeah, well, what are they going to do? I'm like, well, what did you do when you were a kid and you got a flat tyre? There were a couple of things. You had to either fix the tyre, or you had to walk your bike home with a flat tyre. Those are the two things I did. I never would have called my parents because I had a flat tyre. I would most certainly have felt capable of sorting out this problem myself. And I think when you don't give kids the chance to sort these problems out, you are just telling them that they're not capable. That's what I reckon. And I think when you're a frugal household, you just learn to do things because you're doing them. So I've got 5 of these loaves of bread in here. So I had 6 loaves of bread in total. There's not really any space on my table. And then here I've got the meat. So I've got some beef. I've got some mince. And I've got some chicken. Oh, can you see that? I'm going to pick up the camera and do another view for you guys. There you go. So what do you guys think I've spent? Let's write it in the comments below. I'm going to tell you in just a tick. Well, there's the bread over there. And I'll show you my stocked up pantry as well in 2 ticks. It's the dog trying to get into the bag where I had the meat. I have to go and get that off her. So there you go, there's my receipt, $163.92, but remember I got the money back there because of the crumpet fiasco. So let's just say 163.92 minus 560, so what have we got? 158.32. Not too bad, I don't reckon. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and I look forward to catching you next time. Bye for now. Plenty of food there. You can see up here as well, like I've got things like pumpkins that have been on sale. They'll store all year. I didn't grow any this year. Well, I tried, but they didn't grow. So yeah, just some extra pumpkins. There's 3 up there, 4. 1 up there too. Same with onions. They were on sale today, so I just bought a bag and I just put them back there. They'll be fine. They'll last months. And then this little pantry, well, this is kind of like the store cupboard, I would call this, rather than a pantry. This is where I store things, and I asked the family not to actually come in this cupboard and take things, because then I don't know what we do and don't have. But I feel like we are very well stocked at the moment. Who says I love it when a plan comes together? Because I kind of love it when a plan comes together. Oh, it's the guy from the A-Team, isn't it? If anyone's old enough to know that program. So that was my plan. You know, my grocery plan was to be able to buy things only on sale to make the dollars stretch. And I've achieved that. I think almost every tin in this cupboard was like 99 cents or below. Those tomatoes were 49 cents, you know. So when you can do that, when you can get the things that you would otherwise normally buy, but for less than half the price, your dollars are going to go a lot further.